Guten Morgen. I'm compelled to go live today because I just posted a thread and I need it to be clear, and for those that understand the comparison that I keep making to the successful Brittany Griner is not in vain. And it's not provided to me merely because of free speech platforms. It is provided to me because it is a case law comparison. A reminder, I have a case, Susie Rodriguez versus the United States. It was Florida, but they let it continue to ride to see if I might drop dead on the street. And so that's where it's at. The federal claims, they're working on judgment settlement, whether Florida or United States is going to pick up the bill. How they're going to deal with it is what they're dealing with now. So I have the right to compare myself to the Brittany Griner case, whether it's closed or open, because I have a case also that deals with the same thing. I sent 9 emails in writing officially to the White House that asked them to look at what the Department of Justice is doing. Here's my hair. That asked them to review what the Department of Justice is ignoring against the law, above the law. They refused to get back to me. This is under the Biden and Harris administration. And as we know, in the Brittany Griner case, she, or her wife, who's a lawyer, wrote a letter, to the administration, and they even put it on TV that she was free to go. I have not been convicted of anything. She perhaps was or is or still fighting it or not. Is the matter of, if it were the other way around, racism would be the first matter that extreme left would claim. And the extreme left, I'm talking about Kamala Harris. I'm not talking about Brittany Griner. Okay? And in fact, it isn't extreme, it's radical. And radical is illegal. Radical is criminal activity. That's bloody tackle that politicians that need to get weeded out have been playing. And I'm a victim of it. Right. So again, I have the right to compare myself to Brittany Griner because of case law. She had a case. I have a fake case that's dragging me in the street that threatens hostages $500 billion in damages, which they are choked up about trying to figure out how do they pay for such horrible modern day things that happen here that shouldn't have. Comparing me to Emmett Till, that's the Kamala administration. Comparing my daughter and my case to Emmett Till is where I'm waiting for a response to those messages, and that's what they put in the media. There was no anniversary, which the actual term is lamentation, because an anniversary is a celebration. Nobody celebrates. If you know about the case of Emmett Till, nobody celebrates that case. That case is outright horrible, what they did to that boy. So she threw that case up in the media. They allowed it to be up in the media. It wasn't an anniversary or lamentation period. They have yet to respond, as if they pulled his application for that gold medal, the honorary award that they received in the White House, at random, because that was my response. My response from the White House was, here, check this out, little white. Isn't that my nickname, Little White? Check this out. This is how we're going to respond. We're going to put Emmett Till in your face. That's vengeance. That's not leadership. Number one. And smart black people should agree. But it's not my business to care if you do or you don't. So here's the other thing. Where people are asking themselves about, I think she's comparing herself to Brittany Griner because of her swimming background, you were wrong about that. But there's the doors open to the rumors that are true, that I don't have high school swim records. Nonetheless, Kamala's goal is to mull and disrespect what she don't got, which is my athleticism and a sense for business. I've been selling swimming. I'm a small business kid since I was like 9 years old. Rodriguez Sports comes before Lifeguard Services. For those of you that didn't know, my father had a company before that. Okay? Before the stepmother comes Rodriguez Sports. I've been selling swimming since I was like 9 years old. So no, I don't have high school swim records. Yes, stop disrespecting my athleticism. Everybody knows I'm a champion swimmer with competitive background and I'm a flyer. Everybody knows that. My high school swim records got nothing to do with the fact that I can't compare myself to Brittany Griner, as some people was trying to say, setting my bar. Because she is, obviously, she's an athlete. She comes from a good family. How could she not come from a good family? She had 2 parents, probably. I don't know. That's not my business, though. I know my story. And my story is the doors are open here to tell that administration and the first administration and everybody else to stop disrespecting my athleticism. I am a competitive swimmer. I don't have high school swim records. You know what I'm saying? But I've been a small business brat selling swimming since I was 9 and 11 years old. Okay? So, those are your facts. In comparing myself to the Brittany Griner, is case law as a right. And then it opens the doors to, excuse you, I am an athlete.